Okay, we're going to work out practice 3 now. Part 1, write a method print array. I'm going to copy that, which prints any 2D integer array. And then I say here, I know I gave this to you in last class's REPLs, and it also was in today's notes. Don't just go copy that. Write it from scratch. So right here, public, we're going to print array, static void. Then we have open and close curly brackets. And now to print an array, we need to have a for loop for the rows. So I always like to do R for the rows equals 0, R less than, the array is called X here. So we'll go X dot length. That's how many rows there are. R plus plus. And then we're going to do a for loop for columns. And C equals 0, C less than, we get the first row by doing X0. Get the length of that. That's how many columns there are. And now we're going to print system.out.print, not println, X row column plus, let's do a space. So there's a space between each thing. All right, and then when the inner for loop finishes, we want to print a blank line. That way you get the whole row printed, and then you go to a new line and you get the whole next row printed, and so on. And that's that. So that's step 1. We can't test it yet, but then it says right here, create a 3x10 int array, print it using the method you just wrote. All right, so int array Hays equals new int 3 by 10. And we're going to say print arrays. And we should get all zeros, 3 by 10. 3 rows, 10 columns. Boop. Perfect. Okay, and then right here, make all the values ascending starting at 10, like the sample shown below. So 10, Interesting, huh? That's a little extra. We're going to do this by making a counter variable, or I'm going to say num. I see what's going on. I had a // there, so I got to go to this line right here. Int num equals 10. So that's where I'm going to keep track of what number I'm putting somewhere. And now I'm going to do the 2 for loops and go through the whole array. For int r equals 0, r less than, what's my array called? Oh, it's Hays. Hays dot length, r plus plus. All right, we're going to go through all the columns. So to do that, we get the first row of the Hays array, a 0 dot length. Okay, and now we're going to say Hays RC equals num. Right, that'll make the first one be 10. And then we're going to say num plus plus. That way we add 1 to each one. Add 1 to this counter. So the first number will be 10, that one will be 11, and then it'll be 12, 13, and it'll just keep up. And let's see if it worked. Print array Hays. We're still going to get all the zeros, right? But then we'll get below it. Just what I asked for there. Cool. And then I said part 4 right here, add up all the values in your array and print the sum. It should be 735. So at this point, I'm going to copy this. Even I get a little tired of typing all those for loops. But I'm going to make a new variable called sum, and it should be 0. So we can't declare int num again because it's already declared. And you could say just num equals 0, but I'm going to call it sum so we keep track of what's really going on. And then we're going to still do the same rows and columns, and we're going to say sum plus equals Hays RC. We don't want to keep adding to num anymore. It has nothing to do with it. Println total sum and we should get 735. Drum roll. You know how REPL is, sometimes it just decides it's not going to run. I stopped it, I started it again. I'm going to select all and copy. I'm going to refresh the window. That's why I did the copy, in case it didn't save my code. Hello? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're waiting on REPL, all right. Boom! That was scary. See if we got anything still, or if we lost everything. It was almost done. So I copied, select all, I pasted the whole thing, and now I'm running it. You know, I was glad I saved my code on the clipboard. And I got all the zeros, I got the thing, and I got the total sum 735. Hey, I hope that helped.